You know what I'm sick and tired of? I'm sick and tired of getting invited into organizations, whether it's SaaS, consulting, whether it's B2B, high enterprise ticket items. I'm sick and tired of getting into these organizations, sitting down with the head of sales, with the CRO, with the CEO, with the founder of the organization, and talking to them about what their issues are as it relates to sales. And they all say the same thing. We have a lead problem. We have a marketing issue. We have a go-to-market issue. We just have to improve, how do we get better quality opportunities in the door? And look, I'd love to work with you in many different capacities. And if that's what you think the case is, that's what it is. But the data is the data. And 90% of these companies, it is not any of these three things. It is their sales process. I'm sick and tired of seeing companies waste hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars every year on opportunities with prospects that they don't know how to close and move along. They get lost. They just get tossed away. This is what drives me crazy. Why would you invest time, effort, money, research to conduct a first meeting only to end the meeting like this? Yeah, so Mike, if this interested you, I'd love to continue the dialogue. So I'll send you an email of this PowerPoint, and do me a favor when you're ready, just, send me an email and let's schedule another call. Is that fair? Sure. Horrible. Or better yet, hey Mike, thank you again for your time. I'm gonna send you an email and then I'll circle back again later on after a couple months. I gotta run, I have another meeting. Horrible. Like folks, you need to prepare. The last 5 minutes of a meeting needs to be you recapping and walking that person down the journey of it's possible and scheduling another meeting. That's what you do. Let me give you some data and why this really irks me. Do you know that 5 to 10% of all sales executives or AEs or SDRs or whoever you are in sales, 5 to 10% of salespeople, they actually ask for the follow-up meeting from the meeting. Only 5 to 10%. Did you know that studies were done and greater than 50% of all prospects, we're talking high ticket items here, sophisticated buyers, that greater than 50% of all prospects, they actually view that when an account executive books the meeting, right in that meeting, books the follow-up, they view it as being cordial, respectful, time sensitive, customer service oriented, and that they actually care about the needs of their organization. Think about that for a second. Greater than 50% of all prospects, they think that you are better if you actually ask for a follow-up meeting. They enjoy that. And here's the craziest thing. Did you know that 90% of all sales are conducted and done in the second or third meeting? Folks, if it takes 2 to 3 times to visit with this person to get a closed deal, why the freak wouldn't you push the needle down the road? Push the opportunity down the road. Why wouldn't you move the needle? Why wouldn't you try to do that? So here's a simple framework that many people use out there. I've been using it for many years, okay? Which is simple. It's BAMFAM. Easy acronym, I want you to remember this. Book a meeting from a meeting. Book a meeting from a meeting. Do not book a meeting after you send an email, wait till they hear back, and then, no. It's not book a meeting after you send an email, and then send more emails, and then send more emails, and no. You book a meeting from a meeting. Now, Johnny, what if they don't show interest? Book a meeting from a meeting. Johnny, what if they say, just send me the information, I'll get back to you? Then you and I have to work. There's training for that. You book the meeting from the meeting still. Let me give you a quick example. Steve, I'm gonna go ahead and send you this information, but after hearing what you just shared, I'm really excited about continuing to unpack what you just laid out and also touch upon some examples where we've actually addressed similar needs that you just laid out. Steve, let me send this to you, but I hate for this just to, for you to have to go through it all by yourself. So let's do this. I'm looking at my calendar. It sounds like this is a need that you want to address sooner than later. Let's go ahead and find 30 minutes next week. Let's go ahead and find an hour next week that fits for your calendar. I'll accommodate mine, and I look forward to further unpacking what you just shared here. How's Tuesday or Wednesday look for you? Mornings or afternoons? You booked the meeting from the meeting. Johnny, what if they say they're not interested? Well, if they continue to say they're not interested, if they truly are not interested, and if you feel like it might not be a good fit, do me a favor. Don't even send them an email with the information. Don't waste your time, okay? You wanna focus on sending emails and information to keep people warm and focused if it makes sense. And if it makes sense, never leave the meeting without booking a meeting. I'm tired of seeing countless number of opportunities to the tens of millions of dollars out there that just sit there and don't get closed because people are so afraid to say, hey, I love what you just shared here. I see the challenge you have, and I love what we do as an organization, and I know that the synergies align, and I want to do all that I can to bring great value to you. So I want to schedule another call where we could unpack what this need is. Not exactly the way I just framed it there, guys, but that's the sentiment, that's the emotion. Where's the emotion? Don't say you're in sales, but you're only willing to sell those that say, sell me. I'm ready, sell me. Don't say you're in sales, but only willing to sell those that inquire and want to know more and they're ready with a checkbook. You're not in sales, you're an order taker. Sales is the art of moving another human in the direction that you desire. That's a sale. That's my definition, and that'll be a definition in the dictionary very soon. Sale is the art of moving another human in the direction that you desire. And you know how you do that? By transferring the emotion of certainty. And there's nothing more that screams certainty than saying to an executive, Mike, thank you for your time. I see we have about 4 minutes left here before we are concluding our meeting. I respect your time. What I heard from you is that you have a need around boom, 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 is that you have a challenge around boom, boom, boom. Mike, I want to definitely unpack this further. I'm excited to learn more about this and also to share with you some examples as to where we have addressed some of these similar challenges and initiatives. Looking at the calendar, Mike, I'd hate to push this out 2 weeks. I do have a heavy calendar next week already, but I can already see a few things that I can move around. Pretend like you don't even have that. Whatever you have in the calendar, just hear me out, right? I have a few things that I can move around. So let's do this. Is mornings or afternoons better for you? Oh, mornings. Tuesday or Wednesday morning? Well, Wednesday's better for me. Okay, looking at Wednesday morning, how's 8 or 9 a.m.? I wanna shoot for one of the, let's do 9 a.m. Wonderful. I'm gonna send you a calendar invite here shortly, Mike. Do me a favor, hit accept. Excited to further unpack this. And if you can, if you want to share with me any additional information prior to our meeting, feel free to do that. You could either give me a quick call or just send that over via email, and I look forward to it. And you end that call. You don't even send them more information. You just send them the invite. And you take all really good notes from that call. Hopefully you had a call recorder on that video call, and you go ahead and you close the opportunity in the next meeting. You try to get it done. Folks, you have to focus on booking a meeting from a meeting. If you like this video, and if you love to learn more about the art of sales and closing deals, which is speak authoritatively, listen empathetically, sale, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and share this with more folks. I look to bring great value to the sales community out there, to business owners and founder-led organizations, so that I can truly help your business go to the next level. Cheers.